Hi everyone. In the last two videos, we discussed about many terms such as SI units, temperature, different types of thermometers and their applications, and amount of substance and luminous intensity. Hope everyone understood. The video that we are about to see is on the same lesson, measurement part 3. So let's get started. Topics that are to be covered in the video are plane angle, solid angle, and clocks of different types. Plane angle. What is a plane? It is a flat surface on which a straight line joining any 2 points on it that would wholly lie. So it is the angle between the intersection of two straight lines or intersection of two planes. The SI unit of plane angle is radian and it is denoted by RAD. You can observe the picture. So from this you can easily understand the plane angle. So we have an angle theta here. The angle theta between the intersection. What is intersection? Intersection is the act or process of crossing or passing. The two straight lines crossing each other, that point is called as intersection. So the angle formed between the crossing of two straight lines, that is the intersection of two straight lines or planes, is known as plane angle. I am repeating once more, listen carefully. You can see the two straight lines crossing each other, the point which they are joining, that is called as intersection. So intersection is the act or process of crossing or passing. So when two straight lines crossing each other, that point is called as intersection. So the angle formed between the crossing of two straight lines, that is the intersection of two straight lines or planes, is only known as plane angle. So the angle theta is between the intersection, that is only is called as plane angle. So the SI unit of plane angle is what? The SI unit of plane angle is radian and it is denoted by RAD. So what is the unit for measuring this plane angle? That only we are going to discuss. It is radian. So radian is a unit for measuring the angles that we mainly use in trigonometry. So we use instead of the degrees, whereas a full sphere or circle, if it is of 360 degrees, a full sphere is about 6 radians. Radian is the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. So 1 radian is equal to 180 degree divided by pi. Radian is the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of the circle. We are considering a circle. So you can see there we have a radius r and we have subtended from the center. What is subtend? A line or arc form an angle at a particular point when the straight lines from its ends are joined at that point. So that angle, the angle which we subtend from the center, that arc is equal to the radius of the circle. So that is only is called as a radian. So already we know that pi radian is equal to 180 degree. So if it is 1 radian, it is equal to 180 degree over pi. Consider a part of circle that subtends an arc ds, and the angle d theta is called as plane angle and it is measured in radian. The relation between the d theta ds and radius r is given by the expression d theta is equal to ds upon r. If ds is equal to 1 and r is equal to 1, then the arc length is equal to radius, then the angle subtended is 1 radian. D theta is equal to 1 radian. Answer to the questions. What is plane angle? It is the angle between the intersection of two straight lines or intersection of two planes. What is the SI unit of plane angle? Did you say radian? Yes, that was right. The answer is radian. The SI unit of plane angle is radian. What is 1 radian? 1 radian is equal to 180 degree over pi. Next, we are about to discuss solid angle. It is the angle formed by 3 or more planes intersecting at a common point. So, in the case of plane angle, we saw it is the intersection of two straight lines or two planes. So now in solid angle, it is the angle formed by 3 or more planes which is intersecting at a common point. It can also be defined as angle formed at the vertex of the cone. So SI unit of solid angle is steradian and it is denoted as SR. So now we are going to see about the definition of steradian. Steradian is the solid angle at the center of a sphere subtended by a portion whose surface area is equal to the square of its radius of the sphere. Look at the picture over here. It explains about steradian. We have a sphere and from the center of the sphere, the subtended portion, we have a surface area. So this surface area is equal to the square of the radius of the sphere. Consider a part of three-dimensional sphere such that it subtends and surface area dA with a radius r and a solid angle d omega. Actually, it is omega and a. Since it is a very small value, we take it as d omega and dA. The relation between d omega, dA and radius r can be given by the expression d omega is equal to dA by r square. Steradian is the unit of the solid angle when dA is equal to 1 and the radius r is equal to 1, then the solid angle subtended is 1 steradian. Yes. So we discussed about plane angle and solid angle, we are going to see what is the difference between a plane angle and a solid angle. So the first one is plane angle. It is the angle between the intersection of two lines or planes, whereas solid angle, it is the angle between three or more planes at a common point. The plane angle, it is two-dimensional, and solid angle, it is three-dimensional. Unit of plane angle is a radian and unit of solid angle is steradian. These are the three differences between a plane angle and solid angle. Until 1995, plane angle and solid angle were classified under supplementary quantities. They were not in derived quantities. In 1995, they were shifted to the derived quantities. Questions that have to be reviewed for solid angle. What is the SI unit of solid angle? The SI unit of solid angle is steradian. How steradian is denoted? It is denoted as SR. What is a solid angle? Angle formed by the intersection of two or more planes is called as solid angle. Next topic is the one which we use daily in our life. Can you guess what? Yes, it is clocks. Clocks are used to measure time intervals, distinct measure of time. So the longer length of time that can be divided into number of short periods of time, all of the same length. For example, say you wanted to measure the speed of a car over a journey, taking an hour. You could divide the hour up to time intervals of 20 minutes. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. We divide it into three time intervals as 20 minutes. So that is time intervals. So many clocks were used from the ancient time. What is ancient time? A very long time ago. They used so many clocks in the ancient time. Scientists modified the clock's mechanism to obtain accuracy. So what is modified? It has been changed. What is mechanism? Based on their working. So scientists they changed the clock's mechanism. They changed the clock's working to obtain accuracy. What is accuracy? Precise, correctness. To obtain the correct time, they modified the clock's mechanism. This is the picture of one of the ancient clock. So we have so many types of clocks. The first category is types of clocks based on their display. Based on their display, it is classified into two types. The first one is analog clocks and the second one is digital clocks. The second thing, types of clocks based on the working mechanism. So it is classified into two types. First one is quartz clock and the second one is atomic clock. Types of clocks based on their display. So the first type we are going to discuss, that is analog clocks. So you can see the picture over here, that is called as analog clock. It has three hands to show time. So you can see here in the picture you have three hands. Haas hand. So this is the Haas hand. It is short and thick. So it shows the hours. So it is in 8, that is 8 o'clock. You very well know that, isn't it? Yes. Minutes hand, so it is long and thin. So you can see here near 12, that is the minutes hand. So it shows us minute. The last one is very thin. It is thin than the minute hand. This is called as second hand. It is long and very thin. It shows second. It makes one rotation in 1 minute and 60 rotations in 1 hour, because 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So the second hand, it will make rotation. So one rotation in 1 minute and 60 rotations for a hour. Analog clocks can be driven either mechanically or electronically. What is mechanically? Having or using some machineries which is related to machines and engines, and the way they work, they are called as mechanically. So it can be operated like that, or it can be operated electronically, that is powered by electricity. So these are the things about analog clocks. So what is analog clock? It looks like a classic clock. So it is a high quality clock and it has 3 hands to show time. Hours hand, so it shows hour. Minute hand, it is long and thin, it shows minute. Seconds hand, it is long and very thin, it shows second. So let's discuss about the another type, digital clocks. So can you see the picture over there? Yes. What are digital clocks? A digital clock, it displays the time directly. So as soon as you see the clock, you will be telling the time. So when you see here, you can see, so this 12, it is mentioning the hours, and this 30, it is mentioning the minutes. So as you see the clock, you will say the time is 12:30. So you no need to search for hours hand or minute hand for telling time. It shows the time in numerals or other symbols. What are numerals? Numbers. It will be showing the time in numbers or either in any other symbols. So it may have a 12 hours or 24 hours display. In the railway stations and all, you would have noticed the time will be in 24 hours, and that will be a digital clock. Recent clocks are showing date, day, month, year, temperature, etc. So the digital clocks which we are getting nowadays, the date, month, day, year and temperature, all these things are included. Digital clocks are often called as electronic clocks. Types of clocks based on their working mechanism. So we have two types, one is quartz clock, another one is atomic clock. So quartz clock is a clock that uses an electronic oscillator that is regulated by a quartz crystal. So it is to keep the time more accurate. So these clocks are activated by electronic oscillations which are controlled by a quartz crystal. What is electronic oscillator? A kind of circuit produces continuous and repeated waveform or electronic signals. It will convert the direct current to alternating current, and that is controlled by a crystal called as quartz. That's why it is called as quartz clock. The frequency of a vibrating crystal is very precise. Already I told you what is precise. It is exact. Okay. Precise meaning is exact. So the frequency means the rate at which something occurs over a particular period of time. So the quartz clock is more accurate than the mechanical clock. So these clocks, the quartz clock, they have accuracy of 1 second in every 10 to the power 9 seconds. What is 10 to the power 9? It is the prefix of giga. So the clocks have accuracy of 1 second in every 10 to the power 9 seconds. Atomic clocks. Atomic clock, these clocks are making use of periodic vibrations occurring within the atom. These clocks have an accuracy of 1 second in every 10 to the power 13 seconds. So where are these atomic clocks are used? Atomic clocks are used in Global Positioning System, GPS. So it is a satellite navigation system. It is the network of satellites which can be used to locate the vehicles. And for example, if the GPS is there, you can track a person while driving from New York to California. Global Navigation Satellite System is the space based on the satellite. It provides an alternative to GPS and it is the second navigational system. International Time Distribution Services, they are used for time and frequency transfer, and it will describe the mechanism for comparing the measurements. So time and frequency from one location to the another. So these are the uses of atomic clock. Mention the types of clocks based on their display. Analog clocks and digital clocks. Mention the types of clocks based on their mechanism. Quartz clock and atomic clock. A digital clock is also called as electronic clocks. Let's discuss what and all we have come through this video. Plane angle, we saw plane angle, it is the angle which is formed between the intersection of two straight lines or two planes, and we saw the unit of plane angle is radian and it is denoted by RAD. Solid angle, it is the angle formed by three or more planes intersecting at a common point, or we discussed that the angle formed at the vertex of the cone. We learned that solid angle can be measured in steradian and it is denoted by SR. Then we saw the difference between plane angle and solid angle. We saw plane angle as the angle between the intersection of two lines or planes, and solid angle as angle between intersection of three or more planes, and we saw plane angle is two-dimensional and solid angle is three-dimensional, and the unit of plane angle is radian, unit of solid angle is steradian. And at last we discussed about clocks of different types. So we classified the clocks into two types. The first type is types of clock based on their display. The second one is types of clock based on their working mechanism. So under the display we classified into analog clocks and digital clocks. Working mechanism, we classified it as quartz clock and atomic clock. So these are the things that we discussed in the video, and we have one more part on the lesson measurement that is to be continued. Please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching.